Guys, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully this one won't take too long, but I think it's worth mentioning if you haven't, seen it from Christian perspective elsewhere already. And then everybody says different stuff anyway, but we're going to talk about the Target deal. I know that's been a recent thing the past couple weeks, but as most of us already know and are aware, Target with a lot of other businesses are taking their stance very clearly in regards to their support of, we'll say, alphabet community. It's not meant to be rude. I don't know what gets flagged, and if it gets flagged, no one can see it. Okay. And we've known Target, Target jumped in on that bathroom thing. They've had this kind of a stance for years. I don't even remember when that was. And it's been obvious as you walk into any Target now or any other store like this. Each year they take it a little bit further, right? So I have not been into Target and looked for or seen these items. However, there have been several reliable reports of clothing items within the children's section that promote the activities of these lifestyles. Also, Target this year chose to hire an open Satanist designer for their LGBT line. Now these individuals say that they are not actually worshiping Satan. However, we as believers know that since they are not serving God, they are serving Satan. And the clothes that this designer create are demonic and go just directly against biblical lifestyle. They also are made to be very pretty, and I can see how a child would be tempted to wear these products, not realizing the actual meaning of what they're wearing, the meaning of the words on these items. So let's think about this for a minute. Even though these individuals do not believe that they are worshiping Satan, they are choosing a mascot for their brand that is directly against Christians. Why, if you don't believe, would you choose Satan as your mascot when many Americans believe Satan is their enemy, tries to destroy their lives, and which we actually know is true? Guys, this is a direct attack against Christianity. The lifestyle promoted is against God's way of life, and the individuals promoting it are choosing to use Satan as their deity. They're in direct opposition to Christians, and it's not okay. We can't just whimsically pass everything off, So now many people will at this point say, okay, just don't shop at Target, but stop broadcasting judgment all over social media. Christians are not supposed to judge. You're going to hurt and turn those away in the community, which brings me to Ephesians. Therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children, and walk in love as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us, a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. But sexual immorality and all impurity or covetousness must not even be named among you, as is proper among saints. Let there be no filthiness, nor foolish talk, nor crude joking, which are out of place, but instead let there be thanksgiving. For you may be sure of this, that everyone who is sexually immoral or impure, or who is covetous, that is an idolater, has no inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and God. Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of these things the wrath of God comes upon the sons of disobedience. Therefore do not become partners with them, for at one time you were darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light, for the fruit of light is found in all that is good and right and true, and try to discern what is pleasing to the Lord. Take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. For it is shameful to even speak of the things that they do in secret. When anything is exposed by the light, it becomes visible. For anything that becomes visible is light. That was Ephesians 5, verses 1 through 13. In these verses, we're being commanded to first avoid participating in sin, and also to point out or unmask or bring into the light what is sinful around us. As believers, we must show what around us is wrong and against God's command for our lives. We do this to encourage others and help others see the correct actions to take. Now, we must be humble when we're making these judgments, but we still must do this for the benefit of other believers. You can't, if someone's stumbling with this, you can't just enable it and let it go about its course. No, the believer needs to be pointed and rooted in the Word of God. Now, I'm not saying that everyone must stop shopping at Target. Target's not the only company who's promoting a sinful lifestyle. There are many others, but as believers, we must be aware of the sin that they're actively promoting. If we choose to shop at Target as believers, we need to be aware of all that's happening in the environment, especially if we're taking our kids with us. We need to steer clear of supporting this behavior. We need to educate our kids, in an age-appropriate way on why this is wrong. If we simply go about our lives like nothing is wrong and continue to support these businesses without awareness and caution, we're leading people to a sinful lifestyle because they don't know it's wrong.